All right, let's begin. Let's begin.
And let's
YouTube
go.
intro. What is good, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow mortal consumers? It's your boy, fucking psychotic episode 2 or something. What's good? I'm joined here with my friend who shall not be named, and as a matter of fact, nobody shall be named. Okay, time might be disclosed, location will be micro, semi, somewhat disclosed, but we keeping it
It's
private
a
in the building, baby. We keeping it private.
it's an honor to take part of this special event.
Thank you, thank you. And today's special event, I have not yet announced it, but it is one of the classic, most OG stories from the vault. It is the first time smoking weed, baby. That's
Let's go.
Before we begin, a quick intermission from Moment of Clarity from the Future, also known as Post Not Clarity. Since I decided to fully tap into my degeneracy, I will inevitably get shadow banned or something. This is why you should preemptively like this video. You know, like it before you like it. Take control. Subscribe right now. At the end of the day, it's your choice if you enjoy this video or not, but seriously though, any amount of support would help. Let me know what I can improve on for the next story or what I should talk about. More of this, streams, music, and everything coming soon. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let's begin. The first time I smoked weed, holy fucking shit, I was like 16 and I hadn't previously tried anything. Like, not nicotine, not alcohol, not nothing. I was literally completely straight edge. So
Your first drug was weed.
my first drug was weed, and that's that's a pretty OG thing to say, baby. Not many people can say that. I'm happy that I can, to be quite honest with you. But anyways, it's really weird because I really didn't like drugs, man. Like I thought it was fucked up how something could change your brain, or not change your brain. I just was really scared of brain damage, like brain damage specifically. Aside from my fear, I also had a very huge interest in drugs. I wanted to learn about them. I wanted to figure out what this did, what that did. How the fuck can you consume something in some way and it changes your brain? I don't know. Thought it was interesting. So I started researching. I learned a little bit about weed. I realized that hey, it's not it ain't the worst thing in the world, you know? So it seemed pretty benign and the effects seemed pretty cool and I was pretty interested in trying it. I didn't have any access to it, any information about anything regarding weed like locally, you know? So I was kind of okay with just not having access to it and chilling. But because of my interest in substances, the conversation topic was brought up with many of my friends. Because I'll talk about anything I'm interested in. Like a lot of people nowadays will just think I'm a crackhead because the first thing I'm gonna talk about is drugs. But hey, anyways, I was talking to one of my homies, a big OG legend, Legacy Man Johnson. And what am I gonna name him for the purpose of the story, dude? I'm gonna name him Legacy Man Johnson. That's literally it.
Who
So
was this man? Who was this player?
cut this part of the video out. No, I was talking to Legacy Man Johnson about weed, and it just so happened that he had already tried it and had access to it. So he asked me, "You want to try it?" And I was like, "Fucking sure, dude. Let's go." And and this was it. Like I consciously made the decision to try it first, baby. I had access to alcohol actually, but I tried it after. But anyways, or like
How long after?
not long after, to be quite honest. But nicotine, for example,
That's what I
fucking
thought.
tobacco, I tried it way after. Like I think first time smoking weed was 16. First time smoking a cigarette, I was like 2 years after I tried weed. Anyways, we make the plan. I was just talking to my friend about this. We organize, we say, let's fucking smoke tomorrow, 2 days, 3 days, whatever. I still remember the first time smoking like it was fucking yesterday. This shit is in the part of my brain that's locked in, long term memory, baby. So that day finally rolls around, and we were going to a park, a nice little park. Now, at the time, I had no fucking clue about any police related shit. I honestly couldn't give half a shit. I just thought, okay, my friend has done this before. She's taking me to a park. It's 100% safe, easy. And so I had no worries, which is good. Gotta go into it chill. And we head over to the park. We find the bench, we find the spot, we sit our asses down. My man's had already pre-rolled the J for this special occasion, and I do believe it was a nice. Well, I have no fucking clue what kind of weed it was. It was probably some Dookie Boof Johnson, but that doesn't matter. It was a fucking big, like, decently sized J, and it was pure, and I had never smoked before, and my friend had no tolerance neither. So we were chilling. It was rolled in a raw paper. I remember that crystal clear. And yeah, pure J. And then it begins, baby. Don't remember actually who sparked it up. It was probably him. And then he starts smoking, and as he's smoking, he's explaining to me, okay, rotation is about to hit you, my good sir, what you're supposed to do. And I remember the explanation very clearly, because this is the explanation that I later used whenever I was showing, or like whenever I was explaining the same shit to people. So he said, just pull on it like a straw and then inhale, breathe in, and that's pretty much it. And so he passes it over to me. I had not inhaled smoke once in my life before this. Like, probably the closest thing I had done to this was snorting pepper, which I did like one time. There was like this family dinner or lunch or whatever the fuck, and my nose was clogged, and somebody told me to snort pepper, and best believe it, I fucking snorted pepper. So that no, it was awful. It was a terrible experience. But either way, never inhaled smoke, and I take my first hit, man. I follow the step-by-step instructions, and as soon as I get to step 2, inhaling this shit, quite literally, genuinely, I don't remember inhaling like 0.1% of the puff I took. Because as soon as I started to breathe in any amount of air or smoke or whatever the fuck was there, I started coughing my entire soul out of my body, bro. I was coughing, I swear, like, just from the first hit alone, I think I was coughing for a good 10 minutes. Yeah, I swear, bro. Like, obviously, the first minute or two were extremely intense, and then it gets weaker and weaker. But this coughing was disgusting. Like, it was beyond painful, and I had to keep smoking, dude. And my friend was like, he kept encouraging me, he kept gassing me up. He was like, "Come on, bro, you got this. You gotta keep doing it, or nothing is gonna happen. You gotta keep taking puffs." And I just remember that I didn't take many puffs, like maybe 4 or 5, and each time, every single time, I couldn't get any of it in. Because as soon as I tried to inhale, I would just start coughing my tits off again. However, later on, I believe it did, I got pretty fucking zooted, let me tell you. I'm inhaling this shit, I'm coughing everything, I'm literally dying, and at the moment, the only thought in my head was like, no matter what I feel after this, all this pain and suffering will not be worth it. Like, genuinely, like, that cough was so bad. As soon as I felt it, I was like, yep, whatever the fuck weed does, it's not good. It can't be good enough to justify this, you know? And best believe it, I was proven wrong. However, we're getting to that. We finished the J. My friend smoked a majority of it, but I got pretty blazed, baby. So fresh out of the oven, we had one problem we were facing, and that was immense cotton mouth. And genuinely, this was the worst cotton mouth I've had in my life. No joke. I have never had cotton mouth this bad. I don't even know if I've had cotton mouth close to this bad. Like, just imagine, not only is it weed, but it's also the first time my fucking tongue or anything has ever encountered smoke. So it's pretty fucked. So, first thing we do is we go the opposite way of the location we were planning to hit. We go to the nearest possible little shop. We get ourselves some water. Now we're actually balling. So now, with the freshly acquired water, we start walking to our actual destination, which was food. Our destination was food. So, but it's not about the destination, it is about the journey, baby. And let me explain. We start walking, and I'm feeling out the zootation, you know? I'm feeling it out. I'm trying to see like what's different, like what is going on. Maybe shit feels like a little slow motion. Definitely like a little bit of slow motion is what I felt at first. But it wasn't like your typical like, oh, look at the clock. The time is moving 1 second every 5 seconds, you know? It's not really like that. It was just this weird slow motion, like a little tunnel vision, and just a nice general interest, increased interest in everything. And of course, all the classics like music enhancement, blah, blah, blah enhancement, food. We'll get to that in a bit. But yeah, it was a good feeling, to be honest. Like immediately I was like, yeah, this is nice. This is nice. I was still in my mind, I was like, not worth the coughing, pain and suffering, blood, sweat and tears, but it'll be worth it in a bit. We just got to get to it. So we start walking, and the first thing my friend does, I guess he was trying to like trip test me or whatever the fuck. I just made that word up. But basically, I was just talking, and everything I would say, he would repeat it. And I quite literally mean everything. Like, no matter what I said, he kept repeating it. No matter how many times I tried to explain to this man, listen, whatever you're trying to do, like, I'm not tripping balls or anything, I'm fine. Can we please actually talk like human beings? I actually want to experience the high, you know? But I was still experiencing it. It was funny, not gonna lie. It just lasted a little longer than it should have. And we were making our way towards the whatever the fuck store. We were about to get food, but the way there was fucking phenomenal. It was beautiful. Let me take a sip of water in the name of that.
Can I please just interrupt? Sorry,
Yes.
I got really suited lying here. Can you like go backwards to like 1 minute in what you were saying?
So basically, my friend was just repeating everything I was saying, trying to see if I'm tripping or something, and I wasn't tripping, so it was a little bit annoying, but also a bit funny at the same time. We are moving along. We are walking up this one street. Yeah, mainly going up. It was spring. Was it spring? No. No. Well, I actually don't know what season it was, but this street is a very nice street because just along the sidewalk, like between the sidewalk and the road, is just like a full-on line of trees. Pretty short trees, all with red leaves, and they were on each side of the road, like between the road and each sidewalk, and they just kept repeating, and there was tree after tree after tree after tree after tree, all the same pattern for a really, really, really long distance. So honestly, we were just walking along that path, and both me and my friend were like, holy fucking shit, this path is infinite, this is amazing. And it felt good walking, to be honest. It felt interesting, more pleasing than normal.
Interesting. I feel you on that one.
Yeah, exactly, right?
I feel you on that one so hard.
It's like it's like
I feel you.
I feel you hard as well, bro.
It's no, but honestly, it's like many times when I'm high, And I look around me where I'm just very familiar. Sometimes it's like seeing it for the first time again.
Yeah. There's a little bit of that, a
Yeah,
little bit of childlike vision, and a little bit of like
yeah, childlike vision. That's
it's
a very well put
it's
word.
almost like everything is a little visually stimulating in a way, but also mentally stimulating, just seeing things. I remember my first couple times smoking, one of my primary thoughts in my head was always like, holy shit, dude, look at this tree. Imagine all the ants that are crawling on it and the water that is coming in through the tree's roots while it's perfecting its photosynthesis bullshit, you know? So, like, it was always like some very deep but not at all deep thoughts. But it's nice. It's nice. Definitely, the interestingness of shit increases. That's what was happening during this walk. The fucking street felt infinite. The walk was just pleasurable, dude. It was satisfying. It was interesting. Let me say it again. And we walked. We made it all the way to the store where, like, I remember walking into that store. And the
How
thing
truly were
is,
you at this point?
I was really zooted. Like, I was like full on tunnel visioned. Uh, the thing with me is that I never really got any anxiety or anything from weed. I was still pretty chill, but a little overwhelmed. Let me explain. Like the store setting and where we went later is a perfect way to explain how I felt. So we walk into the store, and what I remember was, yeah, my friend before this, he told me to not eat. He just told me, let's do this on an empty stomach. I had no idea why. And I think I asked him, like, well, why? Is it going to hit harder or something if we don't eat? And he didn't want to reveal it to me. The reason was munchies, of course, but he didn't want to reveal it to me. So he was like, yep, it's going to hit harder if you don't. Yeah, that's it. So, and we were at the store at this point, and I still didn't know what the fuck munchies were. I still didn't even know my appetite was about to be fucking amazing and the food was about to taste how it was about to taste. I didn't know any of that shit. So we were just walking through the store, and I honestly felt lost. Like, I just didn't even know why we were there. And I was just following my friend again, just full on tunnel vision. Like I was really focused on what I was doing and what he was doing. And then he grabs chocolate, and I'm like, oh, chocolate. I grab chocolate, and then I just like copied whatever he was doing because I was like, okay, he knows how to be high. I will be high and do the same shit. So that's what I did, and we get to the cash register. We pay for the chocolate, and I think we probably got a drink or something. Or we got a drink in the second place we went to, which was actually the bakery. It's technically a bakery, but they got a lot of shit there. They got something that I can't really get deep into because it could reveal my location. And we've established the ground rules. There will be no such thing as sharing location. Basically, what we got is something. It contains meat, and you can put your own condiments in it. Like, you choose what goes in there. And I was given the opportunity to choose at a moment where I was not ready to choose. That's pretty much it. My friend ordered his thing. It was nice. And then it's my turn. And I'm zooted as fuck. I'm talking to the lady that works there, and I'm just like, holy shit, what am I supposed? I have to perform now. This is your fucking moment, dude, and you gotta be human as fuck now. This is the human test. I tried, and I failed. I said some things, like the usual shit that I get, and then one of the things, the lady misunderstood. Like smoked paprika type shit. But what she put on my thing was it's basically like a very soury baked bell pepper. And it's a great thing. I love eating it normally, but paired with the food that I got, it was fucking dog shit. And I didn't have the balls to tell her, no, this is not what I meant. You fucked it up. I was like, yep, that's totally it. Thank you. So I take it. My friend takes his. We start eating. I remember my friend actually being like, yo, dude, that's pretty sick what you ordered. Like, that's pretty unique. Like, I wasn't expecting that. I might give it a try one day. And then I'm like, bro, I just fucked it up. I didn't have the balls to explain. So, anyways, we're eating the food and it fucking hits me, bro. That was probably the moment where I realized, like, shit, weed, you know? Like, the food was so fucking amazing. Like, genuinely, I remember my first few zutations eating in those states. Not many things are as blissful. Not many things I've felt in life are as blissful, genuinely. And like even this shit order that I fucked up was slapping. It was slapping so hard because I was zooted. And the chocolates, even I'm not even a fan of chocolates, dude. If I'm buying some sweet shit, dude, best believe it's gonna be like, if I'm getting a chocolate, it's gonna be like a Snickers. But if I'm getting like whatever is sweet, like I don't know, maybe Oreo, but I don't know. Oreos are with milk at home, and who knows? I don't know. Probably would have just gotten. I would have gotten gummies. That's what I would have gotten nowadays. Those gummies that are like sour, that have the citric acid on them, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Those are fucking insane, especially when you're zooted. Basically, we finished this meal. Hey, it was a little difficult. That part that I fucked up in the order. That part, some of the bites were not as potent as the rest, but still, the food. I felt what I felt. It wasn't normal. It wasn't a normal food experience. Trust. So we dip out of that place, and it's been, I don't know, maybe like 1.5 to 2 hours at this point. Mind you, never smoked in my life. My friend had zero tolerance, so we were still fucking blazed, and we were just walking about, dude. And actually, not even walking that far. I remember we left the bakery where we ate. We started walking, and we just went into, for some reason, a really fucking fancy restaurant, like a pizza place type thing, but a really fancy one. Like, I don't know. The people you see in there are fucking covered in diamonds, bro. And we went in, and we were just gonna use the bathroom. And I still remember this very vividly, because we both entered the bathroom. Actually, he was gonna like piss, and I just wanted to wash my hands because I'm a fiend for washing hands, dude. Like, spend too much time without washing hands, even if I'm at home. Like, I'm just gonna feel the need to wash them at some point. I don't know. So he goes to piss. I go to wash my hands. As he's exiting the fucking pisser, I'm still washing my hands, and some dude walks into the bathroom. He pushes the door open, and the door kind of smacks me a little bit, and me and my friend just let out a little chuckle, right? We both let out a little chuckle while this dude is still in there. And as soon as he leaves, we burst into the fucking craziest hit of laughter ever. We're both dying, like struggling to breathe at this point, and I actually fell on the floor. Like, if somebody entered that bathroom while we were laughing like that, they probably would have thought like we were having a psychosis attack or something. So yeah, that was that, and we eventually got the fuck up out of the bathroom. And what happened later, dude? I think that was pretty much it for me and my friend chilling that day. But of course, we had to walk back home. Me and him were pretty close to each other, so we go to his place. He goes back home. I go to my place. I'm not really worried all that much about my parents figuring out that I'm zooted. It's already been a while. I've already acclimated, you know what I'm saying? So I was good. I felt like I felt in control. I felt potent. I went back home. Nothing happened, of course, and I think I don't remember what I did, to be honest. When I went back home, I might have just instantly went to sleep. But that is another important part of the story, because holy fucking shit, that was some of the best sleep of my life. Like the sleep after your first time getting zooted, immense, dude, immense. It's like even if the zootation has worn off at that point, like you're still gonna sleep like a champion, dude. I don't know. And I did, and I think I went to bed a little early too. And that was about it. To be honest, that was that day. But I also woke up kind of faded, you know? I definitely felt some after effects, and they were all positive. It was like an afterglow, it wasn't like a come down or something. Slept well, didn't feel groggy or anything. Just woke up like slightly buzzed, you know? Slightly buzzed. And that about wraps it up, dude. Thank you for putting up with my bullshit.
Holy shit, that's a good story.
Thank you.
That's a nice first time.
Have I told you that one? That is how we brought the mother flip to the mothership, baby.